Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Luna here, and I'm coming with a special happy Thanksgiving to everyone in the States. Hopefully you're with your family and you're having a safe and fun time. So for the holiday, I'm doing my own little Thanksgiving, but we're going to call it Simsgiving. So I put together this family called the Wright family, and it's pretty much a legacy on itself. So you're going to start with our grandmother, Georgia. She is a older retired seamstress, and she married the love of her life, James Wright. And this is going to be the gameplay and story of her entire family. They made 5 beautiful children together, all with their own personalities and their own life dramas and all of that tied in. The idea of this was I need to get more into gameplay of The Sims. And with the holiday coming up, I didn't want to focus on too much of like, oh, let's build, like a good Thanksgiving table setting or, this and that. I kind of honed it in on the family aspect. And definitely being with Sims being so iconic for the drama and the relations and the literal simulation. I wanted to create this family, not only for my own Sim save, but to incorporate a family that has all of their backstories, all of their different, situations with the siblings, with the grandparents, with the grandkids. And I thought about, what are the types of personalities that sit around our Thanksgiving table, even in our own families. And then I was like, hey, let's generate this with the Simsgiving and kind of tie it in with the holiday and give you guys some awesome content. So we just finished we just finished James. He is married to Georgia, and James is an older retired football coach who loves going fishing and doing and teaching things with his grandkids. But he also it's not that he doesn't get along with his son Aries here, which we're creating now. Aries is the youngest, the baby boy, and he wants to be a musician, and so James doesn't really feel like it's the greatest choice. He wants the greatness for all of his kids, but Aries is the one that chose music, and he just doesn't see the greatness in that. But Georgia loves her youngest son, and everyone knows it. Everyone knows that he could get away with murder, but that usually comes with the youngest. I mean, I wouldn't know anything about that, or me. I'm the youngest, so I kind of do. But yeah, and he actually still lives with them, so that's kind of his backstory. And next one we have is Charity. She is the oldest. Well, let me correct myself. Charity is the oldest, and he is now transitioning and going through life, and they absolutely love him. But when he was younger, definitely gave them a run for their money. He was definitely the black sheep of the family, still kind of is, but now that he's found himself and has calmed down, has a wife, has children, and he is also a chef. He graduated from culinary school and married his sweetheart, Yvette. And so his dream is to run his restaurant and make it a family restaurant. But his wife, Yvette, isn't too keen on that. And I'll tell you more of her backstory about that when we get to her. So we're going to move on to our next Sim, which is Roman. Roman is the second oldest, so he's the first oldest son, but the second oldest out of the Wright family. He is a lawyer, and he's not really money hungry, but he takes his job very seriously. He wants to have the best firm. He wants all the best clients. He has the condo in the city. Like, he's the uncle that brings the gifts that the parents say not to get their kids, and he gets them anyway. But he is afraid of commitment. He loves hanging out with the boys. He loves traveling, but commitment is not something that he's looking into, or kids. Loves his nieces and nephews, but he can give them back. They don't spend the night. They can visit, but it's like, okay, go back home. I'm going on a trip, or something like that. He butts heads a little bit with Aries as well. He's probably a little bit more harder on Aries than James is about his career. But still loves his baby brother. They have their moments, but he still loves them, but he still wants them to get a better career. So I initially was going to make this Alexa Wright, but I ended up switching it to Bianca Wright Johnson because she is a mother of 2, but her husband passed away in an accident. So now she's a very overprotected, paranoid single mom. She's working 2 jobs. She has a little boy and a teen daughter. She didn't exactly move back home, but her parents bought a plot of land next to their house so she can be closer to home, so she can have the assistance. They were living in the city. It was getting too expensive, so she moved back to the family land, and their parents built her a house for her and her kids just to mourn and do what she needs to do for her children. She is also an aspiring author, so now that she's on her own and she's trying to do the best she can, she figured, I'm going to go ahead and try and be this author. Maybe that's where the money's going to come in since I'm a one-income household. So she's trying to live that life. She also mothers her siblings a lot. She's a mother hen. She mothers everyone. The next one we're making, this is Alexa Wright. She is a doctor. She loves her profession. She's a geek. Not really a geek, she's a nerd. She hit the books so hard in school, and she is a well-known doctor, and she loves her job. She loves taking care of people. She wants to have a husband, she wants to have kids, but she loves her job so much that she keeps putting her own love life on the back burner, and she kind of scares men away because she's all about her career so much. She's really close with Bianca and Bianca's kids. And she kind of envies Bianca for being a mother and had the husband. So she hangs out with her as much as she can just to get that motherly feel and to learn, because she feels like, I am going to have that dream family eventually. She just has to calm down a little bit. She has to tone it down a little bit, focus on her, know when to turn her phone off, know when, her, she needs to step away from the doctor's office sometimes, she's probably my favorite look, actually. I don't know. I just like the sleekness of it. And I don't know. I like Alexa. I like her. I really do. So as we're getting that together, I'm really excited to play these Sims. They're going to have their own, I'm probably going to try and play them, play one a week or something. Cause I do want to make content and show each family kind of growing down the path in their life dramas. So then I'm going to go ahead and make Yvette. Yvette is Charity's wife. So Yvette is a stay-at-home mom. And like I said before, she's not too keen on having Charity's business be a family-run restaurant. They have twin girls, and they have a baby on the way. So they're going to be having 3 kids. And she's a stay-at-home mom. She crafts, sells stuff on Plopsy. She's a little bougie, and she tries to suck up to Georgia a lot. I don't know why, but she just wants to be Georgia's best friend, and just show her that she's everything that she wants in a daughter-in-law. She can be a little. The siblings kind of like her, but they're not too keen on her. They love their nieces and nephews. Nieces right now. We don't know what the baby is. But yeah, she's got a little spice to her. Let's just say that. But she loves Charity. She is supporting him in his transition. And as a whole, they have a very loving family. Like I said, I'm super excited to play this and keep playing this, see how everything shows out. I will be doing a showing of the grandkids. So I did the grandkids after I did this household. I do have them all in my gallery, which is linked down below. This is CC though. So if you want to ever check anything on my gallery, just make sure you hit the custom content in there so you see all of it. And then of course, if you have it, I thought about making it no CC, but the game kept crashing. So by the 5th time, I was like, nope, we're just going to make them however I want to. So I hope you can make some Simsgiving families and we can share them and talk about all the things. I hope you enjoy this, and I'm happy that you're here. I love and appreciate you guys. And you have a great rest of your holiday season. Stay safe, be warm, and this is Luna, Galaxy out.